Let's get into it, guys. I'm way off course here. I'm way off course. Stupid idiot. Can't believe I do that. Let me put on autopilot. So, just leave that going right there. Pick back up over here in the greatest unsolved mysteries.
Manhattan, 1953, 2 a.m.
Let's listen to this one, because I just listened to some DB Cooper stuff.
Welcome to Mystery Files, where we take a deep dive into cases that span from the creepy to the truly bizarre and everything in
Between.
I'm Ryan, and today I'll be forcing my colleague Shane to revisit the case of the elusive D.B. Cooper. And in the end, you'll have to decide if the mystery is solved or if it's simply a mystery. D.B. Cooper again, our guy.
I feel like there's been updates about this in the past decade.
What makes you think that?
For a while there, people always on Twitter are like, they found him,
Yeah.
they got him. So yeah, I'm excited to hear the latest, outside of whatever people have been tweeting at me for the past 10 years that I don't pay attention to.
I'm just gonna say it up, Tom. This is my favorite unsolved mystery of all time. Unless, of course, we've solved it. And at the end, I guess you're just gonna have to watch till the end of the video.
I guess you have to watch the whole
Look, I mean,
thing.
look at
Oh my God, there he is. Well, there's a little tease.
Look at him.
Oh, no, no,
Now look at him.
there's a guy.
On the afternoon of November 24th, 1971, a man in his mid-40s wearing a business suit, brown shoes, white shirt, and black tie boarded
Mid-40s.
Northwest Orient Airlines flight number 305 from Portland, Oregon to Seattle, Washington. At that time, it was normal for people to dress up to fly, so he fit right in. The only thing that made him stand out was his dark wraparound sunglasses. Carrying his dark briefcase and a 4-inch by 12-inch by 14-inch paper bag, the man took seat 18C in the back of the plane. Having paid $20 in cash, the name on his ticket
What's
was
going
Dan
on? What's going
When
on?
you say wraparound, do they mean like Bono?
I'm not sure.
We know he's
like Toad from X-Men when he had those, they were like Oakleys. It's like some cool Oakley. I guess it would make sense that he'd be wearing Batman.
Flying to Calhoun.
Yes. That never occurred to me until right now. Somehow.
Well,
To be fair, it didn't occur to you either.
No.
It did not occur to you either.
No, it didn't.
I will let the record show it did not occur to you.
didn't occur to me. I'll level with you.
Shortly after the plane's 3 p.m. takeoff, Cooper handed stewardess Florence Schaffner a note. Believing he was just flirting with her, she put the note away until the man told her, quote, "Miss,
Let's see if
you
I
better
can
look at that note. I have a bomb."
show y'all this.
Pulling the note from her pocket, it read, quote, "I have a bomb in my briefcase. Plus, I want you to sit by me." That's her. She saw that nurse. She was like, "Whoa."
I do like the shoe.
So you do want me to
It's
sit
probably
by
my
you.
wife from school or something. It's like, just assuming it's flirting.
Yeah. They probably have some crazy shit. This is probably the most romantic note she's gotten.
Bomb and too.
Silent line.
He sent her a
I
note.
gave her a note that said, "I have a bomb in my briefcase. Plus, I want you to sit by me." As Schaffner took her seat next to him, he opened his briefcase, unveiling 6 red sticks of dynamite connected by wires into a large battery. Cooper told her to write down what he was saying and take it to the captain. He said, quote, "I want $200,000 by 5 p.m. in cash. Put it in a knapsack. I want 2 back parachutes and 2 front parachutes. When we land, I want a fuel truck ready to refuel. No funny stuff."
I should probably pay attention to the plane, huh?
They're gonna land it, and then they're gonna give him the money, and
And then take back off.
take back off. And then he's gonna go.
Yes. Okay.
And as always, the iconic, "No funny stuff, or I'll do your job." I've always wondered where Stephen Lim got that, because he does say that every morning when he walks into the office.
So funny stuff about Cooper got me. Says that a lot. He's got that giant tattoo on his back.
That's true, and I guess this is where he got it from. After
Oh,
the
shit.
pilot called in
Controls
the
are dead.
demand,
Controls
the
are dead.
airline And the FBI scrambled to find a solution. What was usually only a 30-minute
Shit.
circled for 2 hours.
Alright.
The cash was collected from
We're
multiple
good.
banks along with the parachutes. The FBI desperately tried to find any Dan Cooper in their files, but nothing came up.
Alias.
Despite the delay, most of the 36 passengers had no idea of the danger they were in. Everybody was calm, including Cooper, who sat in the back chain smoking and ordered 2 more bourbons with lemon lime soda.
Bro got shitty before Robin.
Hold that thought. Could I please have a bourbon soda?
And
And lime. And lemon lime soda. And what?
some cigarettes.
You can give the cigarettes.
Give me a whole carton of cigarettes so I can change
Thank you very much. Thank you. I brought you
Ooh.
one.
This is the DB Cooper special.
Yes.
Mm.
Wait, is this actually bourbon?
Yes. We're shooting for the record. We're shooting this at 8 in the
That's bourbon, all right. It tastes pretty good.
It's not bad. It's mostly Sprite. It'd be better if it was Squirt.
No, what? Said no one ever.
Tacoma Airport at 5:45 p.m. Surrounded by snipers, Cooper had the crew close the window shades. When the money and parachutes were brought on board, Cooper let everybody off except the pilot, co-pilot, flight engineer, and 1 attendant. He is kind of nice. He's like, "All right, everyone get off.
That's sweet of him.
Get off.
Here's the thing. He's a sweet guy.
Like no one hurt here. A victimless crime.
He's a humanitarian.
A victimless crime.
Burglar, con man, thief of the sky. What's his deal? I don't know what we would call him.
I mean, the only person who got harmed in this, honestly, is probably him.
Yeah.
He got speared by a pine tree.
Right. Spoilers.
Who knows? I'm just kidding. Maybe he didn't get speared by a pine tree. I have no idea. Noticing a delay in the refueling process, Cooper demanded that the plane take off and to make sure it stayed under 10,000 feet.
Hmm.
At 7:40 p.m., Cooper and the crew of Flight 305 left Seattle. Instructing the crew to stay in the cockpit, Cooper told Captain Scott to head to Mexico City. Scott told Cooper they didn't have enough fuel to make it. So, Cooper agreed to land in Reno. While While en route, Cooper used the cord from one of the parachutes to tie the money bag shut, removed his tie, and then jumped out of the aft staircase with 2 parachutes, the money, the letter he gave the flight attendant, and the bomb into the stormy night below. Everyone knows most of what's happened here.
Yeah.
Hijacks the plane, gets the cash, jumps out of the plane. What happens to D.B. Cooper after that? A question I had myself, and I thought, how much control do you actually have when you're skydiving? Now, I've been skydiving before, but I was strapped to another instructor, so I didn't really get an idea of how hard it is to control myself in the air. So I thought to myself, and I said, hey, Ryan, think to yourself.
Do you have to say that every time?
You-
I had to talk to my brain like Google Home, so I did a little experiment myself.
Bro just up his DB Cooper.
It's an interesting freeze frame. This looks like a horrible music video. As you all know, D.B. Cooper jumped out of a plane, skydived, perhaps to his death, and we wanted to test to see if I could have control in the sky.
So they said that they think that he landed in the cold water and he would have about 25 seconds to swim to the
So we're going to do that. It's either going to test my control
edge to basically
Wow. Look at you go. It's gonna blow you away. Whoa.
oh shit.
I have to say,
Bro, I've never done one of those.
this guy's dead as hell.
Yeah.
Because the lack of control that was apparent when I was in this suck tube or air tube or whatever.
Air tube.
I had no control. The amount of force that was being generated to push my arms up, I had to really concentrate on just trying to keep my body straight.
Is it so strong that you're like?
Yeah, no, literally, I had a shoulder injury recently. They
Yeah.
made me sign a waiver that said it was okay that I had a shoulder injury because I could see how this dislocates people's shoulders. I mean, look at that face right there. Does that look like the face of a man in control?
No.
And the thing is, he wasn't trained, or at least they believe he wasn't trained.
Yeah.
Not a lot of training, stormy night.
Scary.
This was a worthy experiment.
And this was scary for you.
This was scary for me.
This was scary.
It was scary. I mean, look at my face. Before the plane
I gotta come in for a fucking landing over here.
Investigation into the Northwest
22%
hijacking
fuel.
case, Norjack. for
Everything's
short.
looking good.
When the plane landed at Reno Tahoe International Airport, the FBI immediately began their search. They found 66 fingerprints, a black tie and tie clip belonging to Cooper, 2 of the parachutes, 8 Raleigh cigarette butts, and a hair sample perceived to be Cooper's. This kicked off one of the biggest manhunts in U.S. history. Beginning near Mount St. Helens, searching in a large mountainous and heavily wooded area covered in winter conditions proved difficult. After the first day, they expanded
Houston
the
Center.
search to Lake Merwin, Yale Lake, and other surrounding areas. But there was no trace
Center, Cessna
of
November
Cooper. While
11225.
reaching out to the press,
Type
it's
Cessna
believed
Skyline,
somebody
11
mistakenly
miles
called
southwest
him
of 9 or Tango
DB
Sierra
Cooper
1,
instead of
3600.
Dan.
Request
Once
flight
DB
followed.
was published, the name stuck. In the years following, letters that ranged from confessions to eulogies for Cooper were sent to publications. Some were hoaxes, while others the FBI took seriously. The
Squawk
FBI released the
7574,
serial numbers
Cessna
on the cash to
225.
every final institution, casino, and business with large cash transactions in the country. None of the bills were found in circulation until 1980, when 8-year-old Brian Ingram was building a campfire at Tina Bar on the banks of the Columbia River.
Roger,
Ingram
Cessna
later recalled,
225.
quote, "I took my arm and I raked it along the sand, and then I found something fluffed up in the sand," end quote. It was $5,800 in $20 bills. The FBI checked the serial numbers on the degraded dollars. It was Cooper's all right. Unfortunately, when they searched the area, they didn't find any more of the money or leads to how it got there, or most importantly, where Cooper went.
If I were Dan, I would take a chunk of that money and leave it somewhere so people would think not.
That's good.
To him.
The 70s? Adjusted for inflation? Do we have that?
You want me to look it up?
No, you just put your fingers to your head like you normally do, and you get it.
As of today, I think that would be $765,293.69.
Damn.
That's crazy how you could do that. It's actually not that much money. That's not.
It's a fair amount.
I mean,
for
but it's not
jumping
like
out of a plane.
it's not the amount that I would want if I'm gonna jump out of a plane and be set for life.
I guess for becoming, you know, maybe the most wanted mystery man in America, you would want more.
Somebody did it right after DB
Even though
Cooper.
they had little information on where Cooper went, the FBI continued their hunt, developing several theories of who the man behind the sunglasses was. And now, let's develop some of our own. It's corkboard time. Let's get into the theories. Now, I was going to notice here there are two rows. There's a row for theories, and there's a row for suspects. This is like a two-parter for the corkboard.
Double corker.
What happened to him? Who was he? Theory 1. He died in the jump. In 2016, the FBI announced they had closed the case due to lack of new evidence or leads. Their website stated, quote, "Perhaps Cooper didn't survive his jump from the plane. After all, the parachute he used couldn't be steered, his clothing and footwear were unsuitable for a rough landing, and he had jumped into a wooded area at night. A dangerous proposition for a seasoned pro, which evidence suggests Cooper was not." End quote. But without a body or a parachute, this remains as merely a theory.
You can't say case closed when there's no. They're just like, we don't know what happened. Case closed.
Yeah, there's not enough
I
information.
do like how the FBI is like, we can't figure out who it was. He probably died. That's what it was.
Yeah.
That's basically what they just said. They're like, yeah, it doesn't really matter who he was because he's dead. Though this kind of looks like a ghost.
It looks like you're saying no ghosts.
No ghosts. No ghosts allowed on this set. Theory 2. He lived a quiet life. While the FBI received dozens, if not hundreds, of letters claiming to either be from Cooper or somebody who knew
What is
his
it, the
identity,
Zodiac?
they dismissed most as hoaxes. However, there was a handful of letters sent within weeks of the heist that the FBI retained in their file. The first was received a mere 5 days after the heist on November 29th, 1971. It had been sent to the Reno Evening Gazette, made with cutout letters from the Sacramento Bee. It simply said, quote, "Attention, thanks for the hospitality. Was in a rut." End quote. It was signed by D.B. Cooper. 1 day later, the Vancouver province in British Columbia received a letter supposedly from Cooper which claimed, quote, "The composite drawing on page 3 does not represent the truth. Am leaving Vancouver. Thanks for the hospitality." End quote.
If I were an adult at this time, I would send letters to.
Why would you do that? But it's going to mess up the investigation. It's going to make it
I
harder
wanted
for
to get
them.
away with it. Really.
Yeah, what clever thing would you write?
I'd say it's me, Dan Cooper. Gotcha. Bye.
Gotcha,
That's what
bye.
you would do? I'm
you
sure
know,
they
I'm
have-
sure I'd have fun with it. I'd probably think of something better than that. Maybe a nice long one. I don't know. But I'd like to fuzz the radar a little bit if I could. Who's to say I'm not doing this now with current crimes? You know.
I hope not.
I'm not.
That's
I'm
obstruction of justice.
Yeah, oh yeah, and I'm not doing that.
And we're all about justice. On December 1st, the Portland Oregonian received a note using Playboy cutouts arranged to say, quote, "Am alive and doing well in hometown. P.O. the system that beats the system." End quote. Mailed the same day, the Reno Evening Gazette received a fourth letter that read, quote, "Plan ahead for retirement income." End quote. As the FBI continued to sift through clues in the letters, whoever was sending those letters seemed to be living the good life. That's kind of fun to commit a crime, steal all that money from the government, and then get drunk and write letters to them, thumbing your nose at them.
They can't all be from him. Maybe none of them are. But why would he send multiple letters to them?
Because it's funny.
At that point, he's just taunting them. And he doesn't seem like a guy who taunts. He seems like a guy who wants to vanish with his money.
I mean, he kind of seems like a guy who taunts. He dressed up in like sunglasses and a suit and drank on the job while he robbed them.
Yeah, but I think that was just nerves.
He seemed cool.
Chain smoking, that's a nervous habit.
Back in that time, that seems like just like a Monday or something like that. Or in this case, a Wednesday.
Like a fucking Monday.
I'm trying to
Yeah, it was the day before Thanksgiving.
Theory 3. He survived the heist. 2017, thanks to a Freedom of Information Act request from documentary filmmaker Thomas Colbert, the FBI released 2 letters suggesting that Cooper lived, but stole the money to ease his final days. One of these letters had been of particular interest to the FBI, as it contained information not available to the public. Barely 2 weeks after the heist, the Los Angeles Times and other papers received a manifesto, supposedly from Cooper on December 11th, 1971. It opens, quote, "I knew from the start that I wouldn't be caught. I didn't rob Northwest Orient because I thought it would be romantic, heroic, or any other euphemisms that seem to attach themselves to situations of high risk," end quote. He claims the reasons he would never be caught were that he didn't leave fingerprints, wore a toupee, and disguised his appearance with putty face makeup. Taunting the investigation, the letter continues, quote, "They could add or subtract from the composite 100 times and not come up with an accurate description, and we both know it. I've come and gone on several airline flights already," end quote. But near the end, he unveils his fate, claiming, quote, "Unfortunately, I do have only 14 months to live. My life has been one of hate, turmoil, hunger, and more hate. This seemed to be the fastest and most profitable way to gain a few fast grains of peace of mind," end quote. On the second letter, there was a signature, but the FBI redacted it upon release. I mean, that is compelling. Also, the motive is a little more clear here. You have only a certain amount of time to live. Why not?
Why not?
Why not steal some cash?
If I had 14 months, I would do this.
Honestly,
I would do it.
I think I might too.
Do you think that Face Buddy is easy to spot? I feel like someone with Face Buddy, you clock that, right?
Yeah. I
See
feel
how,
like
you know skin. You know how skinny you
I feel like if you walked in with a face putty, I'd be like, "What's with the face putty?
Right.
What's going on with your fucking face?"
I'd like to try that sometime.
Theory 4. He continued hijacking planes. The Norjack case was just the beginning of a spree of plane hijacking. From December 24th, 1971 to July 13th, 1972,
Struck this engine
14
power here.
different men attempted to repeat Cooper's heist. Many of their requests were similar to Cooper's, but included handy items like machetes, helmets, and jungle boots.
I did not know this caused a wave of Cooper fever.
Well, I mean, you in this episode alone said, "I would do this.
I would do it.
I would write letters."
I'd be like, he's on to something.
You would see this in the news and be like, "I'm gonna do that."
I mean, if you do it right, you know, it's a cool thing to do. Nobody's harmed. You let everybody off the plane.
Yeah.
You jump out. Maybe you die.
It is really funny that the other people who tried to replicate it, though, did ask for much more pragmatic
Yeah.
just items. He asked for 2 bourbon and sodas.
I know. Let me get drunk before I jump off this thing.
He was in a fucking suit like he was in the Men in Black. Everyone else is like, "I'll take some jungle boots, a machete, a helmet." A majority of the attempts ended with an arrest on board the plane, but 5 actually made the jumps from the planes. Each one was apprehended within days, some even hours.
That's crazy
to survive
that
the jumps.
there was that
They
many. I didn't know there was that
had the
many.
same success. They each were imprisoned for decades for their crimes, but that did not stop them from being suspects in the Cooper case, which is a great little segue to the suspects. Who was Dan Cooper? Now, we are revisiting a couple from BuzzFeed Unsolved, but we do have some new ones.
God.
With the amount of similarities to these cases, each of the 5 men have been looked into as possible suspects, though they're just a drop in the bucket. Overall, there have been more than 800 suspects considered over the first 5 years of the investigation. Today, the FBI claims that all but 2 suspects have been eliminated. While they have not named the 2 current suspects, it has not stopped people from searching for his identity. Suspect 1, Vince Peterson. Back in 2007, Citizen Sleuths had just used an electron microscope to discover north of 100,000 particles on D.B. Cooper's time, including metals utilized in Boeing. Since then, Eric Eulis, the founder of the largest social media group dedicated to the D.B. Cooper mystery and an expert on the case, unveiled that the tie Cooper left behind contained a unique particle that was part stainless steel and part titanium. He traced it to the Crucible Steel of Pennsylvania, the main supplier of titanium and stainless steel for Boeing's aircrafts in the 60s. Contacting Crucible Steel, Ulyss was able to discover that only 8 researchers worked on those specific metal type projects at the time. One of those employees matched Cooper's description. Vince Peterson, who regularly traveled to the Pacific Northwest on business. Ulyss claims, quote, "I could put him in Seattle. I could put him at Boeing. He's a compelling person of interest. He's definitely someone I'm going to continue to dig into," end quote. Ulyss has spent years attempting to get the FBI to turn over the tie to him so he can acquire DNA to prove Peterson's guilt. In early 2024, he made his latest appeal with the help of Peter's daughter, Julie Dunbar, who wants to refute Peterson's accusations, stating, quote, "Something like this is just so far out of his character. Eric's story is very compelling, I'll give him that, but it does not change my point of view that my dad was not."
1255, Cessna 225.
Ulyss is still waiting to hear on the status of the tie to get his answers. Vince Peterson, who you can tell, does bear a striking resemblance to D.B. Cooper. Now we are waiting for the tie to be
Coming in for a landing here, boys. No, hold on there, buddy.
We are waiting for the tie to be turned over.
Bigger mouth, too. Look at the size of the
Well, I'll tell you what, it's a big mouth.
You actually have quite a small mouth.
You do actually have a pretty small mouth.
Hard time eating peanuts. Did you say there's a whole group dedicated to solving this mystery?
That's right.
Get a fucking life.
We're on a show talking about
Yeah,
this.
but we don't spend all our free time doing this.
I mean, we spent a lot of time
The
putting
guy,
this together.
the guy nailed it. It's been 50 years. If I were D.B. Cooper, I'd be so annoyed. I'd be like, just go get a hobby.
Suspect 2, Richard Floyd McCoy. When we last covered the case on BuzzFeed Unsolved, Richard Floyd McCoy was a favorite subject within the FBI. He was one of the 5 plane hijackers that successfully escaped after their jumps. After a tip from a family member said that McCoy was bragging that he'd come up with a foolproof plan for hijacking a plane and that D.B. Cooper should have asked for more money, he was arrested.
So he is a suspect, but he was also saying that D.B. Cooper did it wrong.
That's what I'm saying, so it's like,
Well, unless he was just trying to fuzz the radar a bit.
and you are a fuzzer. You like fuzzing the radar.
We'll say his silhouette and his
We did it, boys.
features do match the schedule. And he is parting his hair on the correct side.
Yeah, that's true. You could use just a comb. Just
I don't
a
know
comb
what happened
away.
to my
But
comms there,
I'll
but
give
we're
you
gonna
the
go hold
face
short.
More candy corn shaped.
Yeah.
They recovered all but $30 of the $500,000
Well, that was sketch, huh?
he had escaped with. Spending 45 years in Lewisburg Penitentiary, he became known as the Mormon hijacker.
You Mormon?
Yes, he was very Mormon. He taught Mormon Sunday school and he studied law at BYU. So
I guess it would also explain.
Jeez. And he was in the Vietnam War, I knew
Oh,
that,
yeah.
but
he just took his Sunday school outfit. Also, though,
Huh.
if he's Mormon,
Yeah.
D.B. Cooper knocking back some bourbon sodas.
Oh shit, you're right. They don't do that.
Maybe that's fuzzing the radar. He's like, I'm gonna have my first drink on this plane.
Oh, and he's
And
like,
then that's why he jumped
I
out of
like.
the plane and was like, oh! 2 years into his sentence, McCoy fashioned
Bam.
a fake handgun from dental paste and escaped prison with 3 other inmates. But months later, he was killed in a shootout with police. McCoy is the only suspect named on the FBI website about the hijacking, where they state that he was eliminated because he didn't match the physical descriptions of Cooper provided by the flight attendants, though many argue this point. His alibi for Norjack seemed airtight. McCoy was home in Provo, Utah with his family for Thanksgiving. But on February 2nd, 2024, McCoy's son, Rick McCoy III, unveiled that for the last year, he had been in infrequent communication with the FBI. After Rick's mother's death in 2020, he decided to step forward, claiming that not only had his mom told Rick and his sister that their father was D.B. Cooper, but that she had helped plan both heists. She had even drove him to the airport for the second. How would your opinion of your father change if your mom said, you know, your dad was D.B. Cooper? Cooler? Less cool? More respect? Less respect?
The way he carried it out was kind of
I thought
dorky.
on here.
So, you know,
Really? I thought it was pretty cool.
I don't know.
He wore a suit, he had 2 bourbons and sodas, he chain smoked at the back of an airplane, jumped out wearing the suit.
Yeah, but he strikes me as sort of a
Oh, alright.
milady kind of
Thank
guy.
you,
know?
Omify.
Not
Possible
really.
ban
Even when he had
evader.
the chance to charm a woman,
Oh.
he said, "Sit down and have a
Omify?
bomb." That's the opposite of
Says
a
you're a
plan.
just picking
possible
up vibes,
ban
okay?
evader.
Picking up the
Bro,
wrong
you
vibes.
I
dodging
think it would
under the
sort of
radar.
level out. I wouldn't necessarily respect my father more or less.
That's actually an enormous compliment to your dad, I think.
Yeah.
His coolness would not be upped by him being D.B. Cooper.
Hey, my dad's great guy.
All right. Refuting the alibi, Rick claims his father was not home that Thanksgiving. There are credit card statements showing his dad in Portland, Oregon before Norjack. The day after, McCoy was within 8 days' drive of the area Cooper jumped. That Christmas, Rick remembers his dad suddenly being flush with cash, believing he laundered the money in Vegas on his route home. Within months of talking to the FBI, Rick McCoy discovered an old parachute he believes came from the Cooper heist in a storage unit. Cooper's missing parachute has long been considered a key piece of missing evidence.
Hell yeah.
Rick turned it over to the FBI, who are yet to authenticate it.
What are they doing?
I don't know. What are they doing?
The fuck?
Just put that
When did
shit
he give
under
it
a
to him?
microscope and be like, yeah, that's him. Unclear when he actually turned the parachute over to the FBI, but we do know that he worked with the FBI and came forward in the year 2020. Maybe the parachute got lost in transit, COVID shipping times, something like that.
Sure. I get a move on.
Get a move on that. It's been 4
Wrap it
years.
up. People get excited to hear about this, Get
Even
the
if you
FBI
gave the
alone.
parachute to them a month ago, where is my yes or no?
Oh,
The hell was that?
that was my pen cat.
Now with the parachute, the FBI seemed to ramp up the case. Rick explained their next steps as, quote, "After I surrendered the parachute, they asked me, 'Do you really want to see this thing get solved?' And of course I do. So they said, 'Well, give us your DNA then.' I had to think about it because I wasn't super thrilled about them having my DNA, but eventually agreed to. They told me that considering all the publicity around this case at the moment, it would be prioritized." End quote. McCoy is one of the few prominent Cooper suspects not to have been officially eliminated by DNA. In my hunch, this guy probably didn't do it. He did just hijack another plane.
He did the other plane, which was cool.
And then he immediately lost that money.
Strong suspect.
Also, one thing I do want to say about the money laundering, his son, Rick, believes that his father laundered the money at Vegas on the way home. They searched for these bills in circulation in the weeks and months that followed. That would still be found. Those bills,
If it was laundered, yeah.
it would be found in circulation, so I don't know about that either. Suspect 3, Lieutenant Robert W. Rackstraw. In recent years, a new name has become a popular suspect. Following the release of the FBI letters, Colbert noticed codes on 2 of the letters. He enlisted former Army codebreaker Richard Sherman to decode the messages. Using a basic letter counting cryptography system, he became convinced there was a message hiding in the letters. "I'm Lieutenant Robert W. Rackstraw."
That's what it said?
That's what they think.
That's what they think it said.
That's what they think it said.
That's pretty specific.
Well, I mean, this is like, in this particular case, like if this person's gonna leave behind a trail of clues that would be a code, the bounty would be, who D.B. Cooper is. So it would just be, I'm Lieutenant.
My thought is, why leave clues?
If you leave behind a little puzzle and then everybody has to try and decode it for years and decades, now all of a sudden you've left a lasting legacy.
But you haven't, because nobody knows who you are.
Until they find I'm Lieutenant Robert W. Rackstraw.
Robert W. Rackstraw.
Digging into another letter, Sherman found Rackstraw's paratrooper military units. Some experts are dubious of Sherman's techniques, as Colbert had already believed Rackstraw to be Cooper, but they are not the only ones. Originally from San Diego, Rackstraw joined the 1st Cavalry Mobile Division in Vietnam in 1969, serving for 8 years. During this time, he was a helicopter pilot known to be a rule-breaking con artist. During his service, he received parachute training, scuba lessons,
Yo, what the f is
underwater
this?
demolition instructions, and classes on flying planes, piloting helicopters, and performing high-altitude, low-open commando drops. All skills Cooper used. A mere 5 months before Norjack,
What's this?
Rackstraw was kicked
I'm
out
not
of the
doing
army
this
for
stupid
lying
shit.
about his combat record. The FBI even said, quote, "It was entirely possible, even plausible. Rackstraw's documented anger was at least part of the motive for the hijacking of Northwest Flight 304." End quote. Throughout the 80s, Rackstraw committed a series of crimes, including check forging, stealing cars, identity theft, and selling explosives. While being held for stealing IDs in Stockton, the local police submitted him to the FBI. Examining Rackstraw's mugshot, the FBI identified 9 points of match between it and Cooper's composite, from their odd head shapes to their male pattern baldness. When the Stockton Record interviewed Rackstraw, they wrote he, quote, "identifies with the spirit of D.B. Cooper, a person he says had challenged the legal system and beat it." The prisoner then oddly switched to the first person. "I think I stand for the American people. I really do." End quote. Later, the Los Angeles Times asked him if he understood why he was being considered by the FBI. Rackstraw replied, quote, "Oh yes, if I was an investigator, definitely so. I wouldn't discount myself, or a person like myself." End quote. In 2015, Bill Mitchell provided the description that led to the infamous composite. Over the years, he had been presented with hundreds of pictures, but when shown 6 pictures, he pointed directly to Rackstraw. On February 9th, 2018, Rackstraw, now in his mid-70s, was asked to confirm or deny whether he was Cooper after his name came out in the code. His reply was, quote, "There's no denial whatsoever, my dear." End quote. So what do you think of these 3 guys? What do you think of that, by the way? He pretty much just said, yeah, it be me.
Yeah, another perfectly plausible
I mean, he
one.
did,
It's
but
been a while since I trotted this out, but I gotta say, I think we just gotta let this one be a mystery. I'm perfectly content never knowing.
I want to know.
No, I don't want to.
I do. That would be cool. Let's see here.
Walking past here and there. So,
Sure.
just want to put that out there.
We also pick up a strange whimper.
You want to say anything to me or the little guy?
What about to the giant?
Nice.
Why are you making those weird noises?
Captain, are you ready? Great. It's Darius, your dispatcher, you know?
What is
Just
that?
a quick reminder about today's job. You're
Oh my
carrying
goodness.
loose goods on this flight. Standard shipment for our partner based in Paducah, but super urgent. You must reach Dan
What's our
E.
new
Richards,
single?
Muni
Fartless?
ASAP.
Fartless!
Fartless.
What's up, everyone? What up, what up?
Maintain a constant flight
Forget
speed
it real quick.
and adapt to changing conditions.
It's alright.
Prompt and safe delivery
Andrew,
is key for
your
the success
camera's
of our
out of
business.
focus, buddy.
You have
Oh,
all
yeah.
the pertinent information in your flight packet as a reminder.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah,
Smooth
brother.
sailing ahead.
Wagwan, my ninjas! Wagwan, my you!
Shepard Ground, Cessna November 11225.
Welcome to the
Request taxi
Ninjas
for
of
departure to
Butterflies
the north.
live
Romeo.
episode. Number 5. Probably, I don't know what number it is actually.
We're over 5 for sure.
How are we looking now?
Much better, brother. Well, where's everyone chatting in from? Hit us up in the comments, a live chat.
Taxi
Oh,
2,
you're a
heading
little
short runway
nowhere
tree.
there.
Left via taxiway Delta
Try to
Charlie.
do that the
Cessna
entire
225.
I bet you can't.
All right, everyone on Patreon. Know this, that we cannot see your comments live on Patreon because we have to reload every time you comment. So
Shepherd
make
Tower,
sure to go to
Cessna November
YouTube and leave
11225.
your
Ready
comments
for north
there.
departure at
No
runway 33
disrespect.
left.
After everything we talked about.
Okay, next on the agenda. Did you hear about 9/11?
Cleared for takeoff runway
I don't even
tree
know what I'm
left.
gonna say.
Cessna
Oh, we have
225.
Welsh, Alaska.
Mountains of California. Gotta get the accent from each person. Austin, Texas.
Austin, Texas.
Hi, I'm from Austin, Texas.
What's up, everyone?
Oregon, Gainesville, Virginia Beach. Mama Clock.
Bomb.
Hey, if you're joining, don't forget, like the video.
Yeah, like the video, guys.
Push it out there.
Now that you're here, you have to like it. It's gonna push the algorithm. Comment every 3 seconds.
If we get 10 likes in the next 5 seconds, Andy will shave his entire beard.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. You're right. You're right.
No one's wondering this, but the reason I have my hair back is because I washed it last night. It was my monthly wash.
Just let it down.
And it is.
Yeah.
Let it
Can
down.
we see it for a second? Take that hat off. Undo the whole thing. Let's all see it. Fabio, shake it around, baby.
That's what I'm talking about right there. That's beautiful.
And that's what I call a fresh blowout, brother.
Yeah, dude, you look good. You look good. Everyone comment how good Josh looks. 1 out of 10. Well, I said 9 out of 10.
My daughter this morning said, "Wow, Dad, your hair is beautiful like a girl's." I said, "Shut up."
Stop. Hey! Enough! I'm your father!
Don't you talk to your father like that.
Your voice is silly like a girl's.
We got people doing the Lord's work over with
I'm
AJ
not
from
doing all
Spotify.
this.
Should we talk to him about that?
Yeah, we've been.
He wanted us to reach out to him. We reached out to him.
Yeah, and Andy's talking with the team right now. It looks like it's going to happen, folks. It looks like AJ is going to come on the pod. But we
Yes.
just gotta look at the logistics. Super stoked about that.
Shepherd Tower,
Seems like a
Cessna
really
November
nice, fun
11225.
dude.
Continue for north departure.
He is first Jews in the daytimes.
True. Dave, we've already had Jewish people on the pod.
Have we?
Really?
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Oh man, guys, we're excited for you guys to see the episode coming out this Friday. If you're not, a
I don't know what
Patreon
happened
member,
here.
Tony
We're not
Robbins
doing all
from
that,
the
though.
Confessionals.
Crazy episode.
It's. I would say, bruh. No, it starts off good. Like we're good, but towards the end of the episode, that's when the real stories, like his stories about the dog man, Bigfoot, crazy. Me, Andy, and Andrew are just like.
I know people on Patreon will make fun of my expressions. Every time it cut back to me.
Yeah.
That was a hard one to edit because every time I cut to us, like like normally you're not in a character, but like
Yeah.
you're doing a show.
Yeah.
And so there's there's a little bit of like nodding, and then this one, every one of us was just
Yeah, just please.
Just-
And
just
next.
blank
And what
stare.
happened next?
yeah.
Yeah, and then the week after that, we filmed with L.A. Marzulli. Very interesting podcast.
Yes. Oldest guest that we've ever had.
75 years old.
Super silly guy.
Yeah.
Who would have thought?
75. He had some crazy stories, some crazy ideas that were pretty fun.
Yeah.
So,
A lot of stuff. If you're into that ancient Nephilim stuff, it's definitely the episode.
yeah,
The guy's done it all.
he's done a lot of research.
Not as much as me,
Not as much as Andy, but
obviously. But
a lot. But yeah, I'm excited for you guys to see. We talked about the Kandahar Giant.
that one's
Giant
crazy.
Afghanistan. yeah, apparently, this will be a little spoiler.
Sure.
He's the one that broke the story in the Kandahar Giant. He interviewed the actual, was it Marines?
Shepard Tower, Cessna
That were
November
involved
11225,
in the
frequency
killing
change.
of the Kandahar Giant.
That or the Girl Scouts.
You probably, yeah.
Shoot, I can't remember.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a crazy, crazy story.
Dude, how cool would that be? Someone just said Black Ops, but like imagine if there was like a Call of Duty game where you are actually like you just played regular military stuff
And then also
you
there's a giant.
there's a giant. That would be
Dude.
so fun.
Crazy.
Dude, a conspiracy video game. That should exist.
I mean, it sure does, but there needs to be one done really well.
But if it like broke through the years, like each time you like graduated from a mission, like what if the character you're playing as aged? So you're like there for like JFK and you're going through the different stuff. That'd be sick.
Or like I think we talked about like going back in time and like stopping stuff.
So cool. That'd be so fun. The book I just finished, Red Rabbit. Everyone go read it.
Oh, you finished it?
Finished it last night. I couldn't stop. But there's this character called the Huntsman, and it's basically this guy who's just doesn't really get. I mean, he's not immortal, but he just lives a really long time. But he works with a bow, and he transforms into a wolf, and so he's some type of mythical creature. But he hunts down witches and all these like ghouls and cannibals and stuff and demons. It's so neat. It's fascinating.
Let's see, the 99 MTG. I have an AI transcript. I love to see you guys. Tells me that the entity walks with me through steps of setting free. Very scary. Yeah, email it to what's our email?
ninjas@sundaycool.com.
Send it there and we'll read it.
That'd be great.
Hey, also, shout out to Cathedral Coffee in Portland, Oregon. They sent us a bunch of coffee. That's rad. Lily had some already and she said it was really good. Also their shirt.
Also, we have a birthday shout out, remember?
Yeah.
Somebody messaged me, Mr. Aaron Forkin messaged me on Instagram, and he told me it's his mother's birthday in November. And he said to give a shout out. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna forget. And so, Miss Cheryl, November 19th, happy birthday. We love you.
You can just go back and watch this.
Absolutely. Just hide this from her, and then just play it on her actual birthday.
Happy birthday.
We love you, Cheryl.
All right. Let's get down to the nitty-gritty.
Let's get down to it. What?
Have you heard of Operation Raise the Flag?
Operation Raise the Flag. I do not think so.
Operation Raise the Flag.
Rising!
It was this protest in the UK that happened this past week.
Okay.
And the whole thing was taking pride in the nation of Britain.
Sure.
And displaying the Britain flag everywhere.
Okay.
Like they're hanging from lampposts or like streetlights, bridges, buildings, everywhere. But there's a huge controversy about it. People are saying that it's racist to hang the country's flag, and that the question is it racist to fly the England flag? Because some view it as white supremacy, and that the flag, and when they see the flag, it's like the people of the UK saying, "Go back to your country."
Is
Bro,
that what they're saying?
Bro,
Is that like
people
when their
That's what
hopes?
some
make
people
these
are saying.
connections that are just so
But
stupid.
no, there's huge turmoil right now with illegal immigration, and basically, but the government of the UK, of Britain. and
I
there's
don't
probably
understand
people
what's
here
happening here
watching
with
that are
my
from England, so they
navigation.
could probably speak into it better. But basically, the government is not doing too much for the natives of England and just letting in all these immigrants, and it's kind of causing turmoil, crime rates going up, and all whatever.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, even if it was like a group of people that were very like maybe like I don't know, just prejudiced. At the end of the day, if it's just the plain flag, I understand if it's like a modern, like a
no, it's literally the white flag with the red cross, the British flag.
Yeah.
But there's some towns in England where the local government went and removed the flags because it was a health and safety risk.
What? To the specific area or just in general?
Just in general.
People are
What are we
just
doing?
fucking
Yeah.
stupid.
I mean,
So that made people even more upset.
yeah, of course.
But apparently,
I mean, of all the things to protest, let them do that.
Yeah, taking
I mean,
pride in your nation.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, even if they like, there is people that hang them with ill intent. It's like
it's still a flag.
Yeah, it's still in your mind. You could look at it, and that's the flag. Like, you don't have to connect those things. Once it takes a step further, and there is other hatred poured out in other ways. Yeah, sure, but it's like, yeah, that makes no sense.
It's
That's wild.
What's happening in the UK right now is absolutely wild because there's
what else is happening?
Talks about they're on the brink of civil war in the UK.
Gosh,
for the first time in like over 400 years.
Been completely ignorant to this whole thing apparently.
Yeah, so this professor of war studies at the King's College said that Britain is headed towards a civil war and urges people to move out of big cities and move to the countryside before violence starts.
That's like opposite of the smart city thing. Like they're trying to get people out.
Yeah.
Who said that?
He is a professor. I didn't write his name down, but he's a professor of war studies at King's College in England. But yeah, I mean, there's crazy protests.
Yeah.
There's like a scenario where I saw where this lady who was commenting or on Twitter made some comment about the person that unalived those children at the Taylor Swift thing or whatever.
Yeah.
She made some comment about illegal immigrants or something. She was
Taylor
arrested
Swift thing.
and is, I'm pretty sure, still in jail. Or she served a longer jail sentence than some immigrants that were arrested for really heinous crimes.
Yeah.
And so, like, the imbalance is crazy. People are getting upset, and it's just a mess.
Yeah, so there's so many issues at play.
Yeah.
Dang.
But the good news is they're saying that there is a revival happening in the UK. Church attendance for the youth in the UK has skyrocketed. It's like almost at an all-time high.
Really?
Yeah. So people are like seeking the church.
Yeah, I wonder what's leading that. I wonder what's like influencing that the most.
I don't know.
That's cool though. That's awesome. That's good to hear.
Yeah.
I mean, if in the middle of war times, that's what you need.
I know.
Yeah, especially.
It plays into, and we'll talk about this more when we film the podcast tomorrow, but it plays into Peter Thiel's whole Antichrist thing, because he's talking about there being some sort of, you need to rely on a central government issue, like immigration could be that sort of thing where you need like total government control, and then you need a religious kind of people who will fall in line with an ideology in order to make them move in a direction.
Yeah.
So we'll get into that more. I'm excited to talk about it on the pod tomorrow. But there's some weird. If you're watching and you're a believer, be really careful when people are like saying this is because I'm a Christian, or this is because the Bible says this. Really know the word. Really lean in, because people are using it to leverage whatever they want to leverage.
Yeah, well, apparently there's a movement happening now too, which they say it's a movement. I haven't heard anything except these people talking about it. But bringing the Crusades back, what? Like justifying the Crusades, like the Knights Templar, like basically Christ didn't call us to be pushovers. He called us to fight back. He's like quite the opposite.
Yeah, a little bit.
Quite the
Maybe
opposite.
we need to read the Sermon on the Mount again one more time.
Yeah, but yeah, the people are like, bring the Crusades back. It's like, everyone, chill out. Chill out.
That's it. Bring the Crusades back. One inconvenience.
Golly. There's actually, I'm just going to talk about this probably every episode until I finish the books, but the Desert Fathers.
Yeah.
There's a story, I think it was Abba Daniel, so a monk named Daniel, and he was just a super cool dude, like very humble, performed a lot of miracles and stuff. But there was this lady, or this young girl, they said, that was demon possessed, and none of like the archbishops and stuff, they could not get this demon to come out of this girl, and they said, Abba Daniel, he can do it. I believe it was Abba Daniel. And they're like, but he's not going to come out because basically he doesn't leave his cave, his cell, and unless it's to go to church. So like, let's bring the demon-possessed girl in the church, and when he comes to church, he'll have no other option but to confront this demon girl.
Airdrop him.
Yep.
Airdrop.
Abba Daniel. So comes into the church. Abba Daniel.
He said airdrop him.
She slaps Abba Daniel across the face, and all he did was turn the other cheek, and the demon left the girl.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow. Literally, Jesus.
Yeah.
Like,
and they were blown away. They're like, all you had to do was show what Christ would do in that situation. It's just turn the other cheek.
Yeah.
Like the humility involved in that, instead of being like, get out of her. You know, it's just like turn the other cheek. and he didn't fight back. I just thought that was a really cool story.
Super cool. And it just makes you kind of like rethink how we fight, with spiritual warfare, like how we should do it. We see obviously things in movies and stuff, but it's like maybe it's as simple as we think. Maybe not easy, but it's very simple.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
There's a person in the comments says Matt McCusker is reading that book.
Oh yeah, I don't doubt that.
I don't know anything about his backstory.
He's a very intellectual, spiritual guy, but very funny.
Okay.
But he's all deep into that ancient.
Who's Matt McCusker?
Shane Gillis. His buddy.
Okay. Yeah.
That's so
fun.
cool. Speaking of flags, do you see that guy burning a flag in front of the White House?
Yeah, well, do you see?
The
Yeah,
combat veteran.
it was a protest. So,
Yeah.
so Trump signed an executive order. If you burn the American flag, you get a year in prison.
Good.
And so this U.S. veteran went outside the White House and burned a flag. He's like, this is called free speech. And it's a little bit of a conundrum because you're just like, well, I don't know. It's a weird.
Yeah.
I understand the message of free speech, but also
in high school we had government class and we had that debate and you had to choose one side or the other and you got placed and you had to argue it, right? And I was on the side. We were placed on either side, so you had to come up with your own argument, whether you believed it or not. I was on the side of that is freedom of speech. The thing is, at the end of the day, it's like you are allowed to do that. That even military people will tell you, yes, whatever. But I don't know if I would want to live in a neighborhood where everyone knew I was a guy burning flags. And so it's like there are consequences to your actions.
Sure.
But it's at the end of the day, it's a flag and it's a thing, and that's on you.
Yeah.
But also the video, he's on a sidewalk in front of White House, and he did a bunch of lighter fluid.
Yeah, you started a fire in front of the White House.
Bring an aluminum can or something.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's probably why you were arrested.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen like where he got, like the charges and everything. But I'm like, I guarantee they probably just said you lit a fire in a public place.
Yeah.
On the ground. You're getting arrested.
What are the actual charges?
No matter what.
Like, it's not because
Arson
you
or
burnt the
some
flag,
shit.
it's because you literally started a bonfire in front of the White House.
What do you think we're gonna do? The president?
He's like, it's my right. No, it's not. That's illegal.
That's illegal.
You can't start a fire in the middle of the city.
You're burning.
It brings questions of society, right? Like, because there have to be consequences when you do something like that. You burn a flag, especially there has to be consequences. But then is it like governmental, political consequences, or should it be societal? Like you talk about like living in a neighborhood where people do that, and it's like, what would it be like? Like in what ways could we shun somebody? It's like you can be the crazy person, but you're going to be a completely isolated, no one wants to deal with you. I think we limit ourselves because we don't let companies, like if I don't want to serve you because you're being a psycho, I should have that freedom to do that in business. That's what I think, but like their hands are tied as far as what they can do in society.
This guy's obviously just anti-Trump because he was wearing, like military stuff. He had the American flag on his shoulder. Like he's a fan of America. And so people are saying, if you don't like America, get out, which is sure, whatever. But also it's like, it is at the end of the day, freedom of speech. And I don't want to be, because it's like, you start doing little things like that, and it's like, then are we not going to be allowed to say certain words?
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, where's the line?
That's the catch-22, right?
I don't like burning the American flag either. I would never do it.
Right.
But I'm saying, like, where's that line?
For those who are just joining, Andy said that he would want to burn an American flag.
100%. And I actually did it every morning that I teach my kids at homeschool. And I say, this is important. This is what we do.
This is what we do.
Good stuff.
Yeah. Anyways, but did you also hear, that he is trying to bring, so the Washington, D.C. got rid of the death penalty.
Did it? Okay.
And he's trying to bring it back to D.C. for those who commit murder in D.C. to bring the death penalty back.
I can't
so
see
it's so
shit.
weird. It's like, this is all.
Yeah.
That's so weird. Like where the orders to go out with our military, the orders come from DC. Like where are we going? What are we doing? The amount of death that is dealt by the American government, yet they're saying no death penalty. It's a bit of a weird juxtaposition.
To be honest, DC, District of Columbia, confuses the heck out of me.
Same.
I don't understand any of it. Because, I mean, like, it's not a state. It's not, I mean, it's not even technically a city, correct? Like, it's...
No, it's a district.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, it's its own governance. It's
like the Vatican.
I don't understand.
I guess
we need to look into the origins of it, too.
They said
How
there's
to
like,
start.
I Sam Tripoli said it once, and I've seen it before, but yeah, DC, the Vatican, and there's one other.
Mm-hmm.
If someone could help me out there, there's like a 3, like in cahoots, kind of like they all have like the same kind of power. Washington D.C., the Vatican, and
Australia.
I think
Just all of it.
London. City of London.
Okay. Yeah. London. Yeah, so weird stuff.
Very weird stuff.
Speaking of weird stuff, drug bust. I don't know. What's the cops? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? It was a historic drug bust. It was 38 tons of cocaine.
Damn.
Okay, let me wrap my head around it.
38 tons.
A ton is like a car.
Shit. 8-ball is $400 bucks.
Okay, so like a big truck. So like a big truck.
About $400 bucks.
Okay, so 38.
Jeez.
Yeah.
On cocaine? There was 38 elephants on cocaine?
Yeah.
Okay.
38 tons of cocaine. It was a collective of 19 busts by the Coast Guard, U.S. Coast Guard, in the Pacific and the Caribbean. And it was equated to $500 billion worth of cocaine.
Whoa.
Jeez.
What are we doing? That's great. 500 billion?
500 billion. Or they say, or maybe they said $500 million. Probably $500 million.
Okay.
That makes more sense.
Yeah, I mean, either way, it's still
If it was
crazy.
500 billion, we could, yeah, they would probably not disclose that. And they would sell it.
That's crazy.
$500 million.
38 tons. I mean, so they caught
So it's
him like
500 million.
so
Yeah,
like literally
19 different
intercepted.
busts. Yeah, so in the Coast Guard.
Wow.
Yeah.
All at once was it just a big like?
No,
like
just
caravan?
19 separate.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say because that's like a crazy amount of weight too. Like, could you imagine like how do we even transport?
That's 38 tons.
Yeah, just
38
drop in the
elephants.
ocean.
Small elephants.
Yeah.
But
That's
the
crazy.
Coast Guard commented, they said it is enough cocaine to kill every single person in the state of Florida.
Whoa. First of all, doubt it. Florida. It was like,
You don't know
maybe,
Florida.
maybe Delaware.
Maybe
Florida.
Delaware.
Florida, that's just a cup of coffee.
Come on, yeah. Maybe like 20% of Florida.
Dude, that is wild though. I mean, that's the
Let's
thing.
see the
But what are
weather
they
here.
doing
I
with
need the
that? 'Cause
radar.
we know they just keep that stuff in like warehouses.
Yeah.
That's what blows my
That
mind.
we know of.
That's the thing.
Because this
Who
is my
knows?
own thing. I was talking to you and Andrew about this yesterday.
Okay,
It
I'm
makes
way
me
off
so
here. I need to
frustrated
figure out what's happening.
That because you go back into the history of the United States, the CIA was heavily involved in drug trafficking in the United States in like the 70s, 80s,
Yeah.
whatever. Like they're super involved in it because they're profiting off of it.
For sure.
But then when they got found out, it's like then they started putting the crackdown. Well, actually, before that, if you were selling drugs,
They put the crack down. They definitely put the crack down.
they did. They like if the U.S. government is not profiting off of something, they make it illegal. Not saying drugs are good and that they should be legal, but
Yeah.
there's also certain things with like food and like food regulations, house permitting, all that stuff. If the government does not profit off of it, it becomes illegal. And to me, I'm just like, this is dumb.
Yeah,
That is
I tried
crazy.
to try to put in a fence in my old house, and they literally made me for an 8-foot stretch of fence where I literally had fence already. So the cost of the project was about $20 in lumber, and I had to pay $120 in permitting fees just to close off one small little run. They were like, and if you don't do it, we'll hit you with more fines. Then you'll have to take it down, pay for the permit again. Everything's just a money grab, dude. It drives me insane.
It's just bonkers, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing. You feel like when you become an adult, you're like, man, I can buy my own house, do what I want. It's like, nope. There's so many
For real,
hoops you
though.
just have to jump through, and it's like, it just doesn't make it even feel worth it sometimes.
Yeah.
Gosh, man.
Another thing is silly too. I understand it a little bit, but also not really. Is property tax.
Oh, true.
Oh yeah.
Like, there's.
I need
like,
to have that explained. to me like I'm a
Lily's
child.
dad explained it. He's like, a lot of property tax goes towards schools, fire department, police department,
Yeah.
stuff like that. But then it's like
I call bull crap.
a little bit of baloney, right? Because it's like, well, what about the other 30% of tax for self-employment? What about like, I mean, there's so much tax.
Yeah. It's
And
such a
obviously,
large
we're
percentage.
joking about all this.
Yeah, because I mean, like,
Because we
I prefer to pay property tax.
Exactly.
I would opt into it if it was a choice.
We're not questioning what the government is doing. Oh, we support that.
Heavens no, Josh. Why would you even say that?
I'm just clearing the air.
Okay. Gosh, you scare me when you say things like that, Josh.
It's property tax a dog.
Did you get the Lake County letter in the mail this week?
No.
So my mortgage just went up because they screwed up escrow or whatever, and it like literally added $400 to my mortgage. They
Jeez.
screwed it up, and then right after I like figured all of that out with the bank, I get a letter in the mail from Lake County saying taxes are going up again.
Stop it!
They're like, it's not a bill, but this is another proposed tax. Here's my thing: everything's inflating, right? But why is it like if salaries are inflating, like everything's inflating except salaries? But somehow they think that we are the place to where money should be coming from. Like government isn't business minded. It's like I know there's like players in the whole like government efficiency thing, and we can get political with it. But it's like, can you not just make better decisions and use money better?
Yeah.
Like the money's not going to schools for sure. My wife, when she was a teacher, literally like the pencils and paper she was using in her classroom were coming out of her budget. And then I think we got like $1,000 write-off for the thousands of dollars in classroom stuff that she spent all year. It's like, no, it's not going to teachers. I promise you, my wife didn't see it.
I think so much of the government it's just getting by. Like, because it's just like everyone's just a human being doing their job, and the people who are trying to profit are just trying to profit enough so that when they're out of this job, on to the next thing, or retire, they're good.
That's the downside.
They're not thinking long term.
Well, that's the downside of terms. Like, you think about it, it's like 4 years. I literally just have to look good for 4 years, and if everything falls apart on the 5th year, it's fall. And so our entire system, no, I'm not advocating monarchy, king we live forever, but like, you kind of have to wonder, like, where's the accountability for what happens once you leave an office and climb the ladder or whatever?
No taxation, no taxation without representation.
Nailed it.
Here.
The reason MWZW300
in the morning. Sounds like a
they
radio
said
station.
the reason why we had to pay tolls is to pay to workers to build the roads. The roads are finished, so why are we still paying tolls? Amen.
Yep.
Yeah.
True.
Did you know? I just looked it up just to make sure. Before the Revolutionary War, the average tax on colonials from the UK was between 1 and 1.5%.
And when they try to crank that up, that's when they start getting really mad.
No, that's what they revolted
Oh,
against.
whoa. Okay.
Yeah.
Why have we not had another revolution? Come on, people. This is crazy. Now where would you at?
I mean, it depends on your bracket, but like
15 to 30 is a pretty normal like
yeah,
range.
but like there's some like if you're making over whatever 100, 200 grand, it's like 35 to 46%.
Yeah.
That's
insane. But we're also living longer too. They're just like, these people will be dead by their 25, so we're probably good. Except for Benjamin Franklin was like 65, so or 70 or something. So
More than that.
yeah. That's crazy.
He's also
dude.
a creep.
A creepo with bodies in his under his house.
Yeah.
What a weirdo.
Dude, there's stories from Benjamin Franklin. It's a shocker that we were even taught about him in school.
You just idolize these people as kids. You're just like, wow, they were so great and powerful. And it's like, these guys were
You should check out my
freakazoids.
basement in London. Come here, little boy. We'd
No,
have
thank
a lot of parties down there. What is that? What?
Hold my kite. No, thank you.
Oh.
To the comments, yes, we are actually live right now.
Yeah.
This is pre-recorded.
Hey,
Hey, Brian, I got your email. Thank you so much for sending that.
Speaking of pre-recorded, I gotta pee real quick.
Yes. While you're gone, Andrew, Mother's getting married. Mother's getting married, Andrew.
Mother's getting
Mother. Taylor Swift is engaged. The greatest love story of all time.
I will say it makes sense. Like, he seems like the most normal of all the people she's been with. Like,
Yeah.
Like as far as like thinking about somebody to, I just realized the camera's never gonna switch to me. So
No, it's too far away.
all right, y'all just,
Describe what you look like.
very white,
Yep.
blonde hair,
Yep.
really swole.
Now think about the photographer. Someone was mentioning this on TikTok about the NDA that photographer would have had
Yeah,
to
because
sign.
didn't it happen like 2 weeks before?
Apparently, it happened like August 10th or something.
Yeah.
And so it's like, I mean, I don't know who the photographer was. I think like someone mentioned her brother's a photographer, so it might have been him. But still, it's like, could you imagine the pressure of like going to TMZ?
Dude.
The amount of money that TMZ would have paid to have those pictures first?
Yeah.
Dude. Crazy.
But also, if you're in her inner circle, money's probably not a motivator.
Sure. Yeah, but you just don't want it spoiled the wrong way.
Yeah.
And so it's like, I mean,
There's
like that,
no way
that photographer got paid.
There's no way he peed that quickly. That was
People in the hallway.
The chat says I'm out. Started talking about Taylor Swift.
Oh yeah.
Josh can stop. He was so excited. He called me and says, "You're not gonna believe it."
I've never listened to someone speak and been so sure they were crying. He called me too. Just
Me?
tears in his
Oh
voice.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so happy for them.
Mother.
I'm so happy for them.
I think it's literally such a I being who she is and being who he is and being they are as a couple. There's no way that it wasn't a strategic drop though. A week before NFL starts, she just announced an album.
Oh yeah. They planned it out.
And that
oh yeah.
sucks.
Their shared calendar. They're like
sucks.
engagement day, heart.
And there's no way she was surprised by it.
No.
Like it was planned, guaranteed.
With all the photographers there. And
How lame is that? I mean, I'm happy for him, I
happy
guess.
for him.
All the photographers, there was more.
there was at least 50. Just kidding.
Wow.
Speaking of Taylor Swift, have you heard of Putin's poop bag?
Come again?
Putin's poop bag.
This
No, I
is
have not.
fascinating.
Okay.
So, you know how wherever the president goes, they carry basically the football, like the
Nuclear thing?
Yep.
nuclear
Yeah.
briefcase.
Handcuffs. Yeah.
And Putin's bodyguard carries a poop bag.
No, he doesn't. Is
Yeah.
this literally what I think it is? Just a poop? Like
So-
for emergency? Go ahead.
So Vladimir Putin reportedly travels with a special poop suitcase on international trips to prevent foreign intelligence from analyzing his feces or urine. The goal? To keep his health status a complete mystery. Sources say Russia's Secret Service agents collect and secure his waste with up to 6 bodyguards accompanying him even to the bathroom.
No way.
That actually makes sense, dude. Especially if you're like, what if you are running clone ops?
Or what if you can look at his whatever and see what he's susceptible to? Like if he's lactose, like here, Mr. Putin, this is dairy free, but it's
yeah.
just all dairy.
Dude, that's kind of crazy, the levels that they go through just to protect them.
The poop bag.
Poop bag, poop case.
Get the poop bag.
That's so interesting. Yeah, like that's why I like see that in movies whenever they have like police interrogations and they're like, "Hey, you want like Coke or anything?" And then give them Coke and then they leave the can around. You test the can and stuff. It's like it's literally it. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
I wonder what other like stuff that they've thought of that we would never think.
Oh, I'm sure so much.
Speaking of poop, did you see like you know how you can have like you can go online and track flights and stuff?
Yeah. What
You see that one that was really like strange? It had like 1 million trackers on it.
when I saw it, it had 733,000 people tracking this one flight.
It got up to 1 million.
For what?
No one knows.
No one knows. It was just a random flight to London, I believe.
Yeah.
Heathrow Airport, and just I have no idea. Even like the airline people were like they tweeted out. They're like, this many people are tracking this flight, and and to answer your question, we have no idea why.
Yeah.
So it was super strange, like because it's not just like it wasn't just a bug. People were
But
tracking.
you
Imagine
wonder
the-
if it was a glitch or
Can you
something.
imagine the panic though if you're like in-flight Wi-Fi and you look at that and you realize that this is my flight? Be like,
Yeah.
why are people looking at me?
That blew my mind a little bit. Like I was just like, what is some group of people that we don't know? I wish we could like track like where they were tracking from. Like if it was like one specific country.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's crazy.
We've
Adderley.
2,000 people watching.
Adderley.
Hey!
Adderley. Why is your face so close to it?
Welcome. For those who are just joining, Andy thinks that
You need to
elephants
back up
should be
from it,
on
dude.
cocaine, and
You're
he's
not gonna be able to see
burning
anything.
The American flag. Yep.
Yep.
So like,
Sure do.
That's how my brother had Coke bottle glasses.
Did you see? The was
What is
it?
it?
We heard
What
it.
is it?
Can I
Oh, yeah,
write?
when?
Right. The Mr. Beast thing that I told you earlier. Did you see?
Dude, I need
the
some
Rolling
ice cream,
Stones
bro.
dropped
This
their
is
most
crazy.
Influential
No.
creators of 2025,
No.
and we're on there. We're on there. No,
Sick.
there was a ranking. There's a lot of people I don't know, but like even Dave Portnoy was on there. He was like number 22 or something like that. But he was going down, and Mr. Beast was number 7, and number 6 was Caleb Heron. That guy,
Oh, cool.
the comedian that Lily
Yeah,
was
he's
talking
funny.
about. Very funny guy. Mr. Beast, for some reason, just gets on Twitter and says, according to this list, a guy with 1 million followers is more influential than me. Oh, what did I do to pee off the Rolling Stones?
This guy is.
And
he needs to be stopped.
It's the most bitter thing I've ever heard. And he deleted the tweet, but it was legitimate. It was on his account and everything. And I was like, why are you doing this? What's he doing? Why?
Yeah.
Like, you're Mr. Beast. Why are you punching down at people? Like, this is crazy. And it's like one off. It's one off.
What's his deal?
I don't, dude. Something happened this
Something
year
happened.
to Mr. Beast. I
think-
don't know what it is.
He went to Antarctica. That was weird. But then he spent the night in these freaking pyramids in Egypt,
True. That really was the shift.
and like did their whole propaganda.
This is his. We're slowly seeing it, dude. He's gonna become the guy that we think he is. He's gonna become this evil.
The Antichrist.
The mark of the beast. M Beast.
He said the
It's scary,
Antichrist.
dude. It's so. I thought that was so funny. I was like, why in the world are you doing that?
Yeah. There's gonna be a point to where his videos are just gonna get like turned into like the real Squid Games.
Yeah. There'll be some type of thing where he's able to do whatever he wants on a certain piece of land, and laws can be broken. It'll be like the Purge, and we'll be able to watch it.
Yeah.
That's what it's gonna turn
A
into.
little indicator. I didn't watch the video, but it was like spend like 100 days in prison.
Mhm.
And I was like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Yeah, I know.
It's
And-
crazy.
And keeping people up, which is like against the Geneva Code or whatever.
Yeah.
Like this, like you're literally torturing people, bro. This is not okay.
I can't believe he said that.
I know. I couldn't believe it either. I saw people react to it. They're like, "Oh, this is fake." And it's like, "Whoa, no, it's not." Also, Cracker Barrel back down.
Yeah.
Which is so funny.
So yeah, Cracker Barrel switched back to their old logo.
Yes.
There was a $700 million rebranding campaign that they did.
Dude, what? And they lost whatever
They lost
whatever.
$100 million after the rebrand was announced. Like their stock just plummeted.
So they're just down so many.
I thought it was 100 million that they lost.
What I saw, yeah.
Okay, I thought it was like that's not in disagreement, but I think it was like a 30% hit, like across the board. So I guess they're only worth 300 million as a company.
Apparently, but they spent $700 million in the rebranding program
which is
That's what-
crazy.
campaign.
And so the logo's changed back, but with the interior, it seems like it's going to be the exact like what they had
Yeah, like
planned.
a hospital cafeteria.
Which is, if correct me if I'm wrong, guys, if you could choose between the logo being changed or the interior of Cracker Barrel, you keep the Cracker Barrel inside.
Yeah.
The same.
Yeah.
I mean, like to me, it's like it ruins the whole thing anyway. It's so funny.
Crazy.
You guys want to?
Also, Trump urged Cracker Barrel to put their old logo back. Did you see that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, Trump's like, yeah, they should change it back.
It's so funny that we just have a president that just like he even like was in support of like the Sydney Sweeney ad. I'm like, do you not have anything else going on?
There's a lot happening in this world, Mr. President.
you don't need to be.
Putin's carrying a poop bag.
We need to figure this pooping bag out. Oh, Vladimir Poopin.
Heyo.
Heyo. Also, Will Smith faking AI
dude.
promos. You see that?
I saw a clip. You know, like I saw the thumbnail, someone's video, and I was like, "There's no way that like he's the face of the beginning of AI video. Like you, above all other people, should be aware people are going to rip AI apart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No doubt.
For those of you who don't know, he released a promo for his new tour, and if you stop and you pause, which I did, and you zoom into the crowd, it's all AI
I mean,
generated.
they're like,
It's just, their eyes are all over. It's the worst thing in the world, and it's like I don't understand why this guy keeps purposely screwing up his career.
I don't know.
The slap, the music videos, the terrible music.
Yeah.
Now this, I don't get it. What happened to old Will Smith?
Yeah.
Him and Mr. Beast drank the same potion.
Apparently. You guys saw the Little Nas thing? You know Little Nas,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
How he was arrested? He was wandering the streets of, was it LA or Hollywood?
Yeah.
I didn't see it. I heard
4 o'clock in the morning wearing his whitey tighties, like just completely out of his mind. And then
Jeez.
he lost his whitey tighties, apparently resisted arrest, and now he's in jail.
To me, I was like, either this is a marketing campaign, or I mean, I'm like that's
For
the
what,
only thing.
Fruit of the
Maybe he's
Loom?
dropping new stuff, and this is his way of doing it. But this is crazy.
Yeah.
People are losing their minds.
They're losing their minds.
Who's next? Us?
Probably.
Dude, I'll be on my whitey tighties going down.
Yeah, that's just a normal Tuesday night for me.
It's just how I relax, bro.
Hey, come on. You know?
Come on.
Hanging
see,
out.
On a positive note, what Christian Bale is up to? No, it's freaking sick, dude. In California, the same place where they filmed Ford vs Ferrari,
Yeah.
he took it upon himself. He's working with foster homes now, and he found out that 75% of kids who go into foster care are split up from siblings. And just that
Damn.
fact in and of itself, like, he's like, that's awful and evil. So he took it upon himself to raise the fund and put a lot of money into building an entire community and funding, like, basically like surrogate parents who watch over these homes. But he partnered with an architect and an architecture firm that does skyscrapers predominantly.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, this isn't a step down. This is more important than the skyscraper work. This is more important for society. And so they actually engineered the entire community as part of this, like, thing. And then he's being interviewed. They're like, you don't come from foster care? Like, what started this desire? And he's like, I have a heart. He's like, that's all you need. And so he's literally taking it upon himself to do that. I think it's sick.
So it's to keep the kids in foster care, like siblings and stuff together.
Siblings together. And then there's a dude in Chicago who took, I think the average rate of high school graduation in foster care is like in the 40% range. And then he took, and then it's like 5% or less for college graduate or something like that. But this guy in Chicago is running foster care. He took his program to 100% high school graduation. I think 50% college graduation. So he brought him into the program. So
That's crazy.
I mean, we talk a lot of doom and gloom. I thought it was pretty sick that someone took some money and got some people together and is doing something actually
Positive,
awesome.
yeah.
That's so cool.
No child gets left behind. Not my kids. Siblings need to stay together. I have a heart.
Here's the twist. Oh shoot, Titanic actor.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Free Foxtrot 6 traffic. Cessna November 11225 for miles east, 2900. Inbound to land.
It's not a
5
twist.
Tree Foxtrot 6 traffic.
Why is that weird, Andrew?
Yeah, why is it weird?
Why is that weird?
I think it's a little weird.
Why is that weird?
Yeah,
Christian
why?
Bale can do it, why can't he?
I mean, he's got a history of preying on a demographic of people. I think I want to
Younger women.
I want to keep him away from that project.
Don't say
You
that
keep
about
Leo's name out of your mouth.
He's got a new movie coming out next month. I cannot wait.
Yeah.
He looks crazy in it.
Yeah, the, what trailer were we watching before?
Anemone?
Yeah.
A-O-M-N-E? I don't know. But it has Daniel Day-Lewis in it, and that one looks so cool. And
looks
Sean Bean.
dope.
Mr. Sean Bean.
Sean Bean.
Which is crazy. His name is Sean Ben.
I know.
Sean Bean? Is it Sean Ben? Sean Bean,
No,
right? I think it's Sean Bean.
Yeah, I
But
think
it's spelled
Bean.
with E-A for his first name, too. It should be Sean Bean.
Sean Bean. Yeah, I think it's Bean.
I don't know. He's not in a lot of stuff.
Who knows? Who knows? Yeah. Guys, I'm excited about filming tomorrow. I got some crazy stories for you.
Lily's back after 2 weeks.
Lily's back.
I still got that.
Gonna be on. Hey, Lily is back.
I still got to talk about the Beast of Jevaudan.
Yeah, you've been teasing that for like a whole month now.
Yeah, I haven't done any further research, but I have been teasing it for that length at least have the beginnings of a story.
Going back to like the government control and the drugs and stuff like that, we do need to just do a deep dive into. I believe it was Reagan, right? That like the
The war
say
on
no to
drugs?
drugs, and then like how they literally dropped drugs into black neighborhoods and
Yeah.
like low income neighborhoods on purpose.
Yeah.
And it's like that whole we need to do a whole deep dive in that because we have. I mean, I know everyone knows it, but it's like still.
It's crazy.
It's not so. And it's
Yeah.
like, what's the equivalent of that today? What's happening like that? I mean, obviously, fentanyl is a huge problem,
Yeah.
and they say they're doing something about it, but it doesn't.
It does make it. I'm gonna actually, when we film the pod tomorrow, I have like government projects that were declassified that are absolutely insane.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Like, and there's one that you're just like,
case is here.
they only talked about it because they're exposed.
Yeah.
And they're like, we're not doing it anymore.
Yeah. Guys.
And then you're just like, okay, they're probably still doing this.
Okay, you caught us. Okay, we're not gonna do this anymore, guys. We learned our lesson.
We will not do that anymore.
How? Why would we
Coming
ever?
in for a
Why would we ever do
hard
that?
landing here.
Again.
Pretty sure it'll be pretty hard.
Oh, government.
The chat's just complimenting your wife. She's not even here. Say nice things about us.
Say one bad thing about Lillian, 3 nice things about each of us, please.
I knew I was gonna do that. I'm gonna have to do a flyover, I think.
Yeah.
Let's get that engine speed back
yeah,
up.
pray for Minnesota. There's
Flaps.
that shooting. That
Have to
happened.
come back in.
Yeah. I don't know if that was two deaths.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
I saw people wanted us to talk about it. I haven't read into it at all. I don't want to.
I don't know.
Was it Catholic
Tree
school? you said?
Foxtrot 6 traffic.
they were
Cessna
having,
November
I guess, mass
11225
in the
is on
church,
final.
and the guy was
Runway
outside
18
the
to
church.
land Tree
What is
Foxtrot 6
happening,
traffic.
dude?
Yeah.
Golly.
Crazy.
I hate it, man. I hate it.
Yeah, so pray for those families.
On a lighter note, did you see that false school shooter that happened on a university campus?
With the umbrella.
Did you see it?
No, what?
Oh my goodness! So there was this guy. Apparently there was some type of. It was a prank call or something.
Okay.
It was like someone, and so
Or
they shut
swatting
down.
or
They're like,
something.
defend yourself. Yeah, they were swatted. And so
Okay.
and so they're like, defend yourself, lock up, hide right now. There's this kid running late from class, walking around with an umbrella, but it has like a strap with it, and it's like swinging. And he's walking all by himself because no one else is around. And people are like uploading like videos of him
Like,
to
here
the
he
internet.
is.
Like, there he is right there. There he is right there. And he's just walking with an umbrella.
Yeah.
And it's like,
I think
even
like a congresswoman even reposted it. Like,
Yeah.
Be on the lookout for this guy. Like he's carrying a weapon on the college campus.
Maybe don't get your intel from Twitter, Congressman.
that's like it
For
was.
real.
There was no police saying like what the suspect saw because there was no
Yeah.
suspect, and so they just ran with it. I'm like, dude, could you imagine like looking at your phone and like seeing pictures of like this is the man? You're like, that's me.
So I'm not sure why you had an umbrella. It was really sunny outside.
People use it for shade, dude.
True.
We talking about
True.
shade. That's we need to discuss that. Umbrellas are not just for rain. They provide shade.
That's true.
In a lot of other cultures, it's completely normal to carry an umbrella around.
Yeah.
And in
Right.
Florida, we should be having umbrellas.
Dude,
You're right.
the umbrella hat. Why can't that have been
Bring it
made
back.
cool?
I think it is cool.
I think there's got to be a better way to make it look cooler, though.
I think it's cool.
I think if like you had like a retractable one, you like push the top of the button.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I mean, I know this is riveting content, but I actually saw this umbrella on TikTok that like this guy, it had to have been like $30,000.
An umbrella?
Yeah, but it's literally just this pole, and then you have like a slider thing, and it came out, and then it like folded out. And went,
Oh, I did see that.
it was so cool.
Yeah.
I was like, there's no way that's not $30,000. You know, there's no way you could ever have it, but it's cool looking.
Everybody's Instagram ads after listening to this live is just gonna be umbrellas.
Umbrellas. Buying umbrellas.
Didn't Bill Murray wear an umbrella hat in Space Jam?
Yes, he did. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that what you thought of as soon as you thought of umbrella hat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty
Jeez.
cool.
Dude, Space Jam was the best.
It was the best.
Someone said, "Why are you throwing shade at the umbrella?"
Ooh.
Under
Get 'em
my
out.
umbrella.
Block 'em.
Killer.
Also, for those of you who are members on YouTube, you guys have special emojis
Ooh.
that we uploaded. And thanks to a fan, they created some and some of our faces, which is really cool. So
Nice.
check those out. Drop those in the comments if you find them. If you're not a YouTube member, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
What are you
Maybe
doing?
go to Patreon.
What are you
you
doing?
on Patreon.com.
Hey guys, we've been in the top 10 of Papua New Guinea for like a month now.
Ever since you talked about the Papua New Guinea War, we just need to start talking about Papua New Guinea more.
Dude.
I mean, that's the thing. We talk about conspiracies all the time in the United States. I think we just need a deep dive because there's got to be every country's got to have their just deep history of conspiracies and crazy stories that we just have no idea about.
I told Lily the other day, I said, you're probably going to be not a fan of this, Lil. But I said, I would really like to go to Papua New Guinea one day. And she's like, no. I said, why?
Yeah.
She's like, cannibals. I'm like, they don't do that anymore. And she looked it up and she's like, okay, cannibalism was officially banned in Papua New Guinea in the 80s.
It's pretty soon.
I'm like, that's kind of... All
That's
right.
a generation ago.
Come on.
Come on. They forgot the taste of it.
Come on. I think it'd be sick.
Apparently, once you try it, it's almost impossible to try any other type of meat.
Oh, what?
That's what they say. Isn't that scary?
Doesn't it make it makes you crazy too, doesn't it?
Yeah, apparently. That's what I'm saying. Like it makes you you have like an intensely craving for it. And so obviously that leads to terrible things. And so even like animal meat doesn't even hit.
Dude, this live just took a turn.
Heck yeah, dude. Umbrella straight into cannibalism, dude.
I don't know what this screen thing means, but I think we just had someone join on YouTube members.
Sick, dude. Welcome to the team,
TrueTube
man.
official. Welcome to the early bird ninjas.
We have not had Mr. Ballin on the show, but we would love to have him. He would tell such great stories.
Yeah.
We got to reach out to him, I guess.
We've used a lot of his stories on the podcast, or at least I have.
Big time, yeah. We also reached out to someone. We're not going to say his name, but we're in talks with another person.
Oh, yeah.
That may come on the show. That would be absolutely huge.
That would be sick.
Insane. So, guys.
Here's hoping.
So that would be, our November episodes are going to have some special guests.
Yeah.
So look forward to that. Also, I don't know, and I know we're not done yet, but I figured we might as well mention it. FloridaTorta.com. Guys, if you want to come see us live, come hang out with us, come take pictures, buy specialty merch, or even just hang and laugh and have fun. We are doing live shows in Jacksonville, Tampa, and Orlando in October. Go to our website, ninjasofbutterflies.com, or go to FloridaTorta.com. That's not too hard to spell.
Yeah.
Go check it out. It's very cheap. It's like $25.
Yeah, $25. It's in comedy clubs and
great cities.
Small, intimate atmosphere.
We will never do shows like this ever again.
Probably not.
Because it'll be our first ever, and so they're probably going to be a little rough, a little choppy. But at the end of the day, it's just going to be us up there having fun with you guys, and that's what we're really excited about. So go check it out, please. We want to sell these places out. We're pretty close. So there are limited seats left, but we really want you guys there. It's going to be so much fun.
And if you don't see it in person, you'll never see it ever because we're not filming it or recording it.
Yeah, we are not.
Because I don't know how to do that.
Not because we don't want to, but because we don't know.
Yeah. So fly out, make a vacation out of it, people.
Yes. It'd be a cool date night.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people are here locally too. I saw some Lakeland and Jacksonville and Orlando people. So you guys better buy your tickets.
Yeah. And then hopefully we're going to California in March.
Yes. Don't know who we're going to interview up there.
Yeah, I don't know. We got some ideas.
Yeah.
Uncle
Sam.
We're going to Ruslan's thing. Was it the Blessed God Summit or conference?
We got to get West Huff on.
Yeah.
That's got to happen. We got to just put it on the docket.
Just bought a new plane, everybody.
Did you see his post? Dude, West Huff is going through some stuff. It's kind of crazy. He apologized. He's got like thousands of emails. His backlog is insane. But apparently, if you're a praying person in the chat, pray for West Huff and his family. He's just kind of opened up about some family stuff. His daughter's been in and out of the hospital. And so between his dissertation and some medical stuff, he's like, I have a ton of emails and a ton of people reached out. I want to connect with you. He's just like, it's just the nature. And he became VP of Apologetics Canada. And so while writing a dissertation, while doing that, all these conferences, he's like, it's a blessing. But there were like weeks where he wasn't even like sure if his daughter was going to come home from the hospital.
Yeah.
So.
And his biggest year yet, for sure. Like that's the crazy thing. Is
I can't imagine, dude.
A lot of that stuff happens whenever you're finding real success and the gospel's being spread. It's like, Saint will do anything, man.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Hey, guess what me and Lil are doing this weekend?
What are you doing? Labor Day weekend, baby. How you doing it?
Oh yeah, it is Labor Day weekend.
Yes, sir. We're no work on Monday.
Nice.
What we doing?
Me and Lil are going to an Orthodox church on Sunday.
And you know the name of it, right? You don't have to share the name of it, but you know which one you're going to?
Yeah.
Cool. Is it big?
Yeah. It looks fairly
Dude,
big.
please take some photos and videos. I would love to see what's going on in there.
I'm pretty.
You gonna wear the thing?
Yeah.
Sick.
The hat.
You're gonna dress up nicer, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I wasn't like saying like I just don't know. Like, I didn't know what what would be the move because I dress. I mean, however to church, so it don't.
I mean, I saw like a live stream of the church, and there's like a dude wearing just a t-shirt.
Okay.
So. Yeah.
I just had this idea of it, so.
I'm excited though. I mean, because I've been doing just a ton of research into the Eastern Orthodox Church, and it just looks very fascinating. Like, just been saying the early church history and stuff. So, pretty excited to see what it's all about.
I've always been very
That'd be cool. And
intrigued in it.
like, I mean, even to be able to try and talk to what.
Well, guys, we just got another aircraft.
It's like a common thing
I'm gonna get off
after
here,
they call liturgy.
and I'm just gonna do a couple missions, and I'll catch y'all guys later, man.
No, liturgy.
I might play some CS later tonight, or
they read scripture.
who knows?
It's like a 2-hour
We'll
service
see.
or
So
whatever.
I'll hit you guys up. It's
I
ice
think-
cream time.